All right. So first slide I want to show you is, where does all the conflict come from in a family business? Really important. So I'm going to show you a couple of items. You'll recognize, if you are involved in a family business, you'll recognize some of these things. If you're not, these are things you'll start seeing once you start a business. So there's parental interference, obviously, from the parents who started the business. There's fairness in family dealings because you've got nepotism where people favor certain family members in the business. You've got family communication issues, people not communicating well in a family or in the business. You've got family values and behavioral problems, and those are disconnected values. People have different value systems from the family and the business. You've got inheritance and ownership problems, business competence problems where kids just come into the business without any competence for business, and they try and work in the business without any knowledge around the business. Family participation, decisions around who's supposed to be involved, who's not supposed to be involved. And I spoke about some of my experience. I wasn't given too much of a choice whether I wanted to go into the family business or not. I wouldn't call it forced. I think I was coerced into the business, and that's what happens to kids in a family business. I didn't.
That's a fancy word for forced.
If my mom is on the show, I'm going to call it coerced. But if she's not, we'll call it forced. Okay, so family participation is the issue. Family influence on decisions. So a lot of times you've got the family influencing business decisions, which is really wrong. That's a complication. You've got non-family member conflict, where people that work for the family are really upset about all the favoritism, the nepotism in the business, and all the separate rule sets for family in the business. You've got ownership succession problems, and this is dad holding on for dear life, and he doesn't want to leave the business. He's just holding on to the reins, doesn't want to let go, and the kids get to the age of 40 and 50 years old, and they still don't know when dad's leaving, and that becomes a complication. Sure. Personal versus business needs. So there are personal needs for the family and their business needs, and those two are sometimes in conflict. There's the board member selection process. How do we choose a board for a family? And you might think it's early to start thinking about a board, but if you're a small business, one of the best things you can do is to start an advisory board and have mentors in your life to help you with your business. So very important part of family business. And then dividend versus investments. Whether we should be investing in new businesses or paying money out to the family. Those are conflicting issues.